Hello there and welcome to the Bicycle Diaries. Let's see where I go today. Joined me on an absolutely bakingly hot day today. It's 32 degrees Celsius or about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and the weather is just fantastic. I'm just going to take it nice and easy, mainly out to enjoy the weather today. I would like to do something fairly long, but I don't think after my trip down to Bognor the other day where I dehydrated that today's the day to do it. I've got a drink, gonna hydrate myself, but I'm not gonna go mad. I'm not 100% sure about where I'm going today. I'm just going to ride and see, but I do fancy a bit of a climb. So my first point of call is going to be Southwark village, and from there I'll take on the climb of Southwark Hill, which isn't a climb I do that often, so hopefully that should be fun. Even though that was pretty tough, I rather enjoyed it. The thing that made it extra difficult though was the wind. Normally going up there it's a bit of a tailwind, and would you believe it, the day I decide to ride up it's a headwind. Well, that's up and down over Portsdown Hill, just approaching Havant. So seeing as it's a nice sunny day, let's go down to the seaside at Hayling Island. I think the world and his granny's got the same idea about going down to Hayling today. I must be getting hungry because I can almost smell those berries. All those cars are quite deceptive. You get down to the beach here and although there's quite a few people here, there's not quite as many as you would expect, considering there were millions of people driving down here. And it would be very remiss of me to come all this way on such a hot day and not have an ice cream. After all, it's practically an energy bar. Heading for home now, 25 kilometers to go, and it's actually clouding over a bit, which isn't a bad thing as long as it doesn't start raining. Up until now it's been quite windy, but because it's been so hot, it's just a hot breeze blowing over you, and it's cooled down a little bit, so that's nice. As you can imagine, on a very hot day like today, it's incredibly important to hydrate properly, and I've been trying to do that, but my big problem is that I just keep forgetting to drink. I know I don't drink enough. I was talking to one of my cycling chums, a chap called John, who's roughly the same size as me, and he calculated that he sweated about 1.5 litres an hour, and I know today even I'm not drunk anywhere near as much as that. So there we go, that's 53 kilometers in the bank of fitness, and I think I'm just about lucky enough to get home before it starts raining, which is really good news for my hissy fitty white cycling shoes. The last thing I want is for them to get rained on and get all mucky. Okay, there's a few marks on there at the moment, but that's only from the pedals and that will wipe off, so yeah, I can breathe again. It's rather strange to think that on Sunday I should have been riding the Prudential London 100 ride, and that's 100 miles around London and the Surrey countryside, but unfortunately it was cancelled back in May due to the COVID outbreak. Now I have to be brutally honest and say that I'm not overly disappointed about that, because I don't think I would be fit enough to do it anyway. Now, yes, okay, that's kind of chicken and egg situation. Am I not fit enough because I'm not training for it because it was cancelled? Or is it just that I just would not be fit enough regardless? Who knows? But one thing is sure, that my fitness has taken a little bit of a hit recently. And that's obviously been due to the shorter rides that I've been doing and the shorter weeks that I've been doing. So for instance, last week I think I totaled 75 kilometers, and the week before that it was like 110 or 120. So I've not been doing really long rides and really long weeks, but That all has to change because I've been recently contacted by a chap called Tim, who runs a company called Inspired Italy, and he's invited me to go out to Italy at the end of August and do a week's cycling around Tuscany. Now this is going to be quite tough. There is going to be a little bit of a twist to it, which I'll tell you more about later in the year, or a bit closer to the time when I'm going to go. But yes, it's going to be quite a tough ride. There's 6 days of cycling, and typically the days are going to be about 70 kilometers with between 1,000 and 1,500 meters of climbing, and then on the very last day we've got a 100 kilometer ride. So I don't mind admitting that I'm a little bit nervous about that, but hopefully I've got 3 weeks between now and then, and I can put some training in, build my endurance and my fitness up. And that said, it's not been a bad week on the bike. I've ridden 199.4 kilometers. I've got 8 hours and 33 minutes of seat time, and I've climbed 1,343 meters, which brings the year's total to 3,632 kilometers ridden, 157.5 hours of seat time, and I've climbed 22,278 meters. So if we go over to Strava, we can see that on Tuesday my fitness score was 53, Thursday it was 52, Saturday it was 55, and today it was 58. Unfortunately, the weather next week is not looking good. It's forecasting rain and thunderstorms, so I'll probably have to do a lot of my cycling in the garage on the turbo trainer, or heavens forbid, bite the bullet and go out and get wet. Hopefully, either way, I'll still be building up my distance, and I would like to get another 200 kilometers on the clock before I go to Italy. And finally, I'd just like to wish viewer and Jolly Good Velo Facebook group member Whale Elgalad, I hope I pronounced that correctly, a massive congratulations. On Friday, Whale went out and rode 100 kilometers, and it was either his first ever 100 kilometer ride or the first one he's done in a very long time. So well done, Whale. 100 kilometers is a massive achievement. You should be really proud of yourself. So there we go, that's it for this week. Hopefully next week I'll be able to get out despite the bad weather. Thanks for watching.